really excited about our brain-body restoration program at the Sanctuary. And I've been excited about this because I've seen in the years that I've been here and the years that I've been in traditional treatment, the toll that things like addiction take on the body and the brain, not to mention PTSD, anxiety, depression. These things are all syndromes that deplete our body and damage our brains. So we say, well, how does anxiety damage the brain? Well, cortisol, we're not meant to bathe our brain in cortisol all the time. We're meant to have intermittent stress. We're not meant to have consistent stress. So we notice that our program is about as integrated as any program can ever be in the world. But we notice that we're still needing to help people to restore their bodies and to repair their brains. And so to that end, even though we serve the finest food and we put people on a very potent brain restoration supplement protocol, that we needed to do more than that. So to that end, we've created a whole brain-body restoration clinic at the Sanctuary where we are doing all kinds of IV drips. Our primary one would be NAD, which is something that affects the mitochondria in every cell of the body, and it will upregulate the mitochondria. It's like fuel for the mitochondria, and the mitochondria is the fuel for the cell. So that means that every cell in your body is working better. So your detox pathways open. It repairs brain cells. It restores damaged tissues in the body. So we're upregulating the whole thing. Now, people can come and do well in treatment, and they have, but we notice that when people take NAD before they can really hit the ground running. They could get more out of the treatment experience. That's why we created an entire week-long program to prep people to go to treatment. We know NAD is everywhere, but ours is happening in a residential setting. And why is that important? Because in addition to the NAD, they're getting all kinds of supportive brain restoration processes that happen right here in the drip room, as well as engaging in the treatment process itself. So we are much more available and our brains are functioning better and people feel better, and so therefore they can engage in their treatment process deeper and get more value out of being here for the time that they're here. And even more than that, in my own history of addiction, and I've been doing this since I'm 12 years old in one way or another, and I've seen literally thousands and thousands of people in treatment. And one thing that I know is, hey, we hit a crisis, so we're at a real low point, and all we're really trying to do is get back to where we were. And so people go to treatment, they wind up, they're eating maybe for the first time, even though their food is all carbohydrates and not necessarily highly functional for the body, but people are getting a little heavier and they feel better. So they get back to feeling okay. But we've never really seen people feel great, like feel amazing. And when people start to feel amazing, all of a sudden, the idea of going back to some old behavior is not so appealing anymore. So we got to get to, not where we were before like the crisis happened, because that's what created the crisis. We have to up-level, up-regulate to get to a place that many people have never really even been before. And to that end, our program, to supplement everything that's going on here, we've created this brain-body clinic, and the things that are going on here are amazing. We are incorporating ketamine into the residential process. Now, why is that important? Well, ketamine is another one of these things. It's a very powerful anesthetic, and it's out there. It's being used in a therapeutic, for psychiatric issues now. But it typically happens in an outpatient setting. And what we've decided to do here is, hey, let's integrate it right into the whole process. So people will have a ketamine experience, and it's not just that hour or two that they're having that experience. It's what it potentiates in them. It creates a neuroplasticity, helps quiet the default mode network. It's kind of my identity, and in my identity is embedded all of my sickness and all of my diagnoses, etc. It quiets that part of the brain down so other parts of the brain can begin to come online. New ideas, new concepts, new direction. Then my other sessions become more powerful. My availability to new ideas and new concepts, new ways, new healing opens up a gigantic doorway that we did not have before in this super potent program that we had. So really excited about the residential aspects of both of these primary protocols that we're using. Then when we add in all the other drips that we're doing that support the healing of the body. And again, even people that may not have diagnoses, think about what's going on planet Earth. It's very stressful. People are depleted. Think of how many people come home from work, they don't have energy to now spend time to do the things that they really want to do, let alone the people that do have heavy diagnoses. So we are supporting people to feel better, engage in treatment deeper, get more value for their time and their money that they're spending, and have this be the last time that they have to go to a residential setting. And to that end, we have created we built a building for this purpose. And in addition to what's going on in the brain and body restoration clinic, we built a whole physical fitness wing out there. And we've got Pilates machines and weight machines and all kinds of things that help people move their body, because that helps to create something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which repairs the brain. So everything that's been going on out here, we've been building this building for 2 years for the sole purpose of helping people to get better results in treatment.